It kind of made me stronger.
Have you been arrested for it?
Yes. Linwood knows me personally.
I'm sorry?
I said Linwood
Oh,
County Jail knows me personally, which is sad and unfortunate, but yes.
So how did you end up down here in Skid Row?
Oh, I ended up down here on Skid Row because I had hit my rock bottom. I was with the love of my life who had just been arrested, and not too long before that happened, I had had all 3 of my children taken away from me. So I had already felt like I was a little empty. So to have the person that helped me get through this stuff get taken away from me, it kind of tore me down, which led me to do drugs. I was popping ecstasy pills, I was doing coke, I was doing crystal. The only thing I've never tried in this world is heroin and crack and acid. But I was doing everything, and I ended up losing places I had to stay, and I ended up coming down here, which I met my mom, which was no help. Because every time, she'll throw $1 or 2 every now and again, but to actually say that she genuinely cares and want to talk to me and figure out the things that I'm going through, no, I never felt like she wanted to do that. But I came down here, and I started to get to know people, like genuinely caring about who these people are and what do they have to offer, because there's a lesson in everybody that we meet. Whether you take the lesson or leave it, it's up to you. So I met this guy down here, and I met him through my mother. And he was like a really good friend. Like, we connected on levels that I can't even explain. Like, conversation-wise, he never came at me disrespectfully. Like, I really felt like it was something special about him. So I gave him the time of day, like, just to be friends. And one day we decided to take that friendship a little further than what it was. And I feel like that was the worst mistake that I could have made downtown. I got pregnant by this guy. I stopped talking to the love of my life for this guy. Like, it felt like I could have a piece of happiness. And if I could have that, I was willing to let go anything that would stop it from unfolding. So I stopped talking to a lot of men. I stopped talking to the person who I felt God made for me, just to see where things would go with this person. I ended up finding out a couple of weeks ago that I was pregnant. I told the guy, he said, whatever you decide to do, I got your back. It don't matter. So I decided to keep my child, because it's just not something that I wanted to get rid of. I've been through that before, and it's something very painful that no woman, I feel, should ever have to go through. So we both decided, okay, this is what we're going to do. So he asked me, what do we need to do to make sure that we don't bring our child into this world in a tent? So we hustled. And the whole time I'm thinking we're building this life, and we got this thing, these beautiful things finna unfold and occur in our lives, when this whole time I was the only person in this relationship. Like, I really felt like I had everything that I wanted without the value of $1. And I lived in a tent. But it was taken from me because he decided to want to mess around with other women. I only found out because of the fact that he paid my mom dope to not say nothing to me about this woman. And it was really painful because I really gave my all to this person. And he just really took my heart after me telling him, if you feel like you're going to hurt me, please just walk away. And he didn't have the guts to just walk away.
And the other gentleman that you were involved with?
Yes.
What happened with him?
He's actually still in prison right now. And I feel so bad because if he was free, there's nothing in this world that I couldn't have gotten from him. And I felt like I turned my back on him in the time that he needed me the most for a piece of happiness that I would never receive.
So how far along is your pregnancy?
I haven't even been to the doctor yet.
So fairly new.
But I can't be no more than 2 months.
And what's he in prison for?